Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Play Slay the Spire. We're on Ascension 14? Ascension 14 with the Silent. It's, you know, we're winning, losing, winning, losing, winning, losing, winning, losing. Over again. That's okay. It's way better than we were doing in the past. This one's tough. Objectively good, but not that good. Objectively good. Variance. Could be a little good, could be very good. This is good, but I think we'll die. I think we need that early HP, usually on the first floor to get the Silent up and running. And then this could be horrible, could be amazing. So I think we go for the common relic. Basically, it's half of a passive footwork card. Could be worse. So we want to... I think we want the choice of resting and then fighting an elite, or fighting an elite and then resting. And dude, look at that. Right off the bat, basically we got 6 extra damage that we wouldn't have otherwise been able to do as a result of the fact that we got that extra dex from Smooth Stone. I would not say this is like a top tier relic whatsoever, but I'd rather have it than not have it if you're going to give me the choice. And we also, you know, could have fought an elite for the privilege of having the relic, so I think that just to get it for literally no cost except for the cost of not taking the other original options is pretty solid. Early, I think I would probably go dagger throw. We have to do the shop either way. I like backflip. I kind of like an early caltrops as well, but... Well, who's our boss? We're thinking way ahead here. Honestly, give me the caltrops early. Normally, I would take backflip, but, you know, what's normal has not necessarily worked out that well for me, so... I'll go for an upgraded caltrops as well. That's 30 damage easily if I get it on an early enough turn. Done to the first boss. So I think that combined with good blocks could put us in a good spot. You're doing 16. I think what I would like to do is this. We do take 2 damage, big whoop. I would have loved to have found a way to play caltrops just for, you know, to make up for the fact that we bought it and upgraded it, but maybe next time. I'll take a flying knee as well. I want to build a good base. We'll definitely kill you. Yeah, we'll kill you and play caltrops. Like so. I think the Silent's original deck is the worst out of all the characters in the game. And I say that, you know, I recognize... Previously, I mean, the Silent started with a head start, which is kind of hilarious when you consider how much of a problem they've been for us. You know, in all these Ascension mode videos, we've won like 3 times as the Silent, which is kind of embarrassing. I'll still take an early backstab. I quite like it. And we'll fight and then rest. I think that's our strongest move. We certainly want caltrops, and then we're just going to hit somebody pretty hard, I guess, is the next step. And, you know, I'd rather take no damage. But I think the starting deck is the worst, for sure. You know, the defect starting deck, I previously had considered that pretty terrible. But I think that was very short-sighted of me. If I can look back and, you know, atone for my previous mistakes. Just having dual cast means a ton. I think we go for damage. Just having dual cast means a ton, assuming you get to keep the starting relic. Please give me a defend. Oh my god, they did it. The madmen. The Silent starting deck, it has strikes and defends, as you know, would expect given the game that you're playing. And then on top of that, it has neutralize. That's not enough to, like, break a stalemate. So by adding a couple of, you know, high-octane offensive cards, I'm a much happier man. I would love to not have to rest, but I think with 40 HP, you know, maybe we can get away with not resting. It's tough. This is a tough one. I normally like choke. Prepared, the only thing I guess I dislike about it is that I think it's my earliest upgrade target, so it kind of feels like I'm investing too much just to make it work, but it is really good, I think. And we'll figure out where we're going next in a moment here, but first, I will drink the regen potion. It's very unlikely we kill this guy super quickly. I think we want to play Caltrops and 2 defends. Caltrops, when he's attacking, is a strike already. So I already like it. And then here, I think this is an okay turn to pop Gambler's Brew. Draw our high damage attacks faster, and at least we got something else out there. We're going to get 1 turn with no attacks, which is actually really bad. But we're going to take no damage in the process as well, apparently. HP's coming back. Blood Vial's helpful in that regard as well. 8 damage, 6 damage, you're dead. Okay. So I'm believing. So far, I'm believing. It's still early. I will take footwork as well. Just to max. I mean, we have Caltrops. It basically is what it comes down to. We don't have to fight an elite, but we would likely choose to fight an elite. And I think I like the question mark path. Shuriken heavily incentivizes a Shiv build. I think it's fair to say. You know, I don't think I'm going to rest. I think I'm going to continue to smith. And it's... just, you know, we heal for almost all of our HP. Oh, this is where you want a dagger spray. We heal for almost all of our HP when we beat the elite regardless. Not the elite, sorry. When we beat the boss regardless. Just like, how many of these guys can I kill? We're going to take some damage, I think, doubtlessly. Okay, thank God for that defend. And, you know, these guys are going to wound themselves pretty drastically on the Caltrops regardless. So we'll see ya, wouldn't want to be ya. Might as well kill 1 so we get less status effects. Definitely should have played footwork, but it was, in my defense, highly unlikely to be relevant. We're only going to have 42 HP going into our elite fight, but a block potion helps. I think I'm going to take Blur along with it, even though bullet time... I do have a hard time on a Galaxy Brain level. Why not? And you know what? Why not? I do have a hard time on a Galaxy Brain level trying to figure out why I wouldn't take bullet time. But I also, you know, I'm trusting the process. I'm going to play it. Might have put him 1 turn closer to death. Okay, so he's doing 10 damage. I need to do 20. I need to draw an attack. Yeah, we got him. It didn't go too badly. This is actually a pretty strong first floor. Ginger's a good relic. I think I have taken too many attacks and not enough defense. Although I have taken a blur. Give me calculated gamble. I mean, it's cheap. It's free, which is the cheapest. So far, I actually like this deck a lot. It doesn't do, like, again, and I talk about this a lot, but it's ununified. It doesn't have an identity, so to speak. However, oh, we're lucky. However, it's just a lot of good cards doing good work for us right now. I think you put a leg sweep in here. We're always happy to have leg sweep. Okay, so typically, what I've learned, you actually don't rest before you fight this guy because his attack is based on your maximum. Sorry, not your maximum HP. It's based on your current HP. So what we want to do against this guy, hopefully that non-resting solution doesn't kill us. We really want to play Caltrops turn 1. We'll backstab him for sure. I think we would also weaken him. And then, I mean, he's going to hit us for 12, which is nothing. And we will just let our curse evoke itself. Hit him with the blur, Dad. Hit him with something like this. All right. Everything is going A-okay. You're doing 8 damage. Let's draw. You're doing 8 damage. That is very sensible. Valid point. Shuriken's doing some good work for us. We got solid relics as well. Not being able to become weak is really positive. Most of the time... I forgot we had extra energy. We probably could have thrown a leg sweep in there. We don't need to, though. I mean, when he hits us for 4, does 0 damage and takes 5 damage, sounds good to me. I would love to get some more zero-cost attacks. Excellent. Just so we can make sure we can pop a little bit more. But I mean, we have not been at risk of death at all here. And it's basically caltrops working out for us. We're pretty much just doing the same thing. Like, you know, if we play leg sweep, we're at no risk. The only thing we're at risk of is, you know, it is possible that we could fill up our deck with so many burns, we wouldn't be able to draw anything but them. But right now, I mean, we got a pretty burn-heavy deck. I'm not sure if you've noticed. We should still be fine, though, although now I'm finding myself questioning that more than I thought I would. So yes, and you know what? Let's dump one of these just to be safe. Six block is very helpful. Hit you with one of those. Leg sweep, very tempting, but I'm going to rely on some extra energy from flying knee on the next turn to allow us to get to 13 damage. Should be relatively simple. The only thing that could have stopped me here is if we drew a handful of burns. And even then, we'd probably live for one more turn. I love it all. Adrenaline is so good. Especially upgraded. But After Image is very helpful as well. I think I'm going to go Adrenaline, though. And certainly, I think Cursed Key has a certain je ne sais quoi. I'll let you know. It is very unprofessional of me. There will be like a 5-minute break of silence at some point in this video. I'll download a GIF and put it on the screen or something like that. I have to pick up something on like an emergency level. It actually won't be 5 minutes. It should probably be like 2. But I'm not sure when it's going to happen. 1 second. Or I'll play like, you know what? I'll play a royalty-free track in the background. And then we'll just all agree that it's a very trademark Northernlion thing to do. I don't think we need to go all out. I think we're going to start here. And we'll see how the floor starts, and then we'll choose. We could choose 2 Elite Path. But we don't have to. If things look like they're going kind of badly, we can go 1 Elite Path. As for, like, for right now, it seems like it's going really well. I would like to put up some blocks, so come on, calculate a gamble. We could have done this better for sure. But either way, we take no damage. We got to do 34 damage to... we got to do 29 damage to him. Is extremely unlikely to work. There's 13, 22 block. I mean, it doesn't really matter what we play for our next card. Yeah, okay. I love this. I love this deck. I'm not afraid to say it. I'm not afraid who knows it. We should not have gotten rid of that second defend. It basically eroded any gain that we would have had from Blood Vial, but still, this is a good fight. I think Piercing Wail is worth it. We're trying to keep a thin deck. Remove all strikes, receive 5 bites, but lose Blood Vial. You know what? Yes. We'll heal for way more than 2 just by playing our bites. And our bites are semi-upgraded compared to strike to begin with. Like, legitimately, why wouldn't we do this? Piercing Wail means we take 0, so I love it here. We heal, we get Shuriken, we get extra energy next turn. Okay, we've made something different happen on this run from the norm. And I'm a very happy man. We're also going to roll over 21 block. I don't want to make my deck too thick with dazes, so... I mean, that being said, we are going to play Adrenaline for certain, and Footwork. So it's going to become pretty thick with dazes. in spite of what I just said. Okay. We're going to take 6, but, you know, we've healed a little bit and we can still heal for more. Yeah, we should have known that something like this could easily happen, but still. Next turn we got you. We're not in a... Next turn we don't have you, but we're not in that bad of a state. Legitimately. We do have you next turn. Just didn't look like it at first. I don't think we need any of these, although acrobatics is tempting. Okay, this is our last forced direction. You're doing 16 damage. I won't get enough block. If I... 14. I think I kill you if I can. 14 plus 11. So close. So we'll pop the strength potion to make sure that happens. 16. Put up 12 block. Well, so if I do this, I take 4. You die. Depends who attacks first, but it should be you. If I do this... and then this. I take 8. Okay. But I don't get the heal, but still. Seems highly worth it. You're doing 31 damage. Really? We were saved. Still not pleasant. But certainly could be worse. Piercing Wail is basically 8 block, which makes it actually like a very good option. So let's footwork, I guess, and then look. So Survivor becomes better. And actually, if we survive or defend, we got enough. And then we would bite and blur. We're actually real pleased with the way this run looks right now. The bites have done for me perhaps more than they've done on any other run in my entire existence. It's actually a little weak, but knowing that the bites, especially plus the caltrops. So this now is great. And actually, we still have 4 energy remaining, so we just play our cards, which is always nice when one of those cards is blur. This guy's taking 10 damage for nothing, and we're going to hope that we get enough bites to do some damage. We'll probably start with... Oh, we still have 30 block. So in my head, we go for maximum heals plus strength, and then this doesn't matter. He's going to be down at 5 HP. We need to hit him for 16 total. No problem. Dude, the bites are so good. I will take a backflip instead of a leg sweep, but with the added caveat, I'm very scared about adding more cards. I don't think we need the apparitions. We kind of took one special event. Let's leave it at that for now. Let's look at our other power options here. Absolutely. I think both Noxious and Caltrops bring a little bit to the table. I'm going to take Caltrops because we're going to play our other Caltrops as well, of course. What do we play? Probably start with a backflip. Bite is tempting. I think you might like Survivor, dump a defend, and then play Calculated. We're looking to get our powers as soon as possible. We still drew stuff worth playing, and we still got our strength bonus. We're only going to take like 4 damage. Yeah, that's not that bad. So I think we have to play Footwork. The bites will not kill you. So we will play Blur, Defend, Bite. 18. Taking 11 damage, but we did heal for 2, and they're going to take 3 each. The wounds are annoying, no question about it. It would be real nice to kill this guy here. Piercing Wail is very strong. More attacks, please. Yeah, so we'll dump 2 defends. We really want to play Caltrop, so we'll hit you. Dump leg sweep. Bite for a KO. Bite to get you started, and then Caltrops. All right. So I'm very, very, very happy we chose double elite path right now, because everything is looking, I mean, just hunky-dory, dude. They're hitting me for 0 and taking 8. It's a good trade if I've ever seen one. This is the most confident, and it's always dangerous. I've had very confident runs where we've failed. I wouldn't even really describe them as irregular. But this is the most confident I've been in a silent build. And it's weird, because it's not really a... I mean, it's just defense plus caltrops is mostly what's doing the job. Bronze scales, passive caltrops. We know it works with the deck, because we're using it already. We'll take melees, without a doubt. I think we should rest here, though, just to be safe. I would love to upgrade melees, but I'd also like to survive. Okay, against this guy. Turn 1, good opportunity for Piercing Wail. Backstab and Bite. And then I'm going to throw Calculated Gamble to try to get powers. We didn't get the power I wanted, which would be caltrops, but still good. Okay, so Adrenaline, we want a leg sweep if possible. Didn't get it, we got caltrops though. Still no leg sweep. I think this is a good turn for 2 defends, or maybe even just 1. No, I'm going to play 2 defends and then a 2 energy melees. We take no damage. He's going to get hit for 24 on this turn, which is hilarious. Oh, this is good stuff. Yeah, we got him. Or at least we're getting him. Very meager strength gain from Shuriken, but that is what we're looking for. You know, maybe as a means to improve our run in the future. But normally, this guy can be a real pain in the butt. The fact that we are just stomping him. I mean, he gets hard countered by caltrops. It's not like it's any special, special thing that we're doing in particular. We actually, like, overhealed against this guy, which is comical. It doesn't normally happen. Turns out we probably could have smithed. Frozen Egg is fine. I think we will take another backflip. Ornamental Fan plays well with our Shuriken build. Certainly we will remove Regret, and we still have 336 gold left to deal with. So, Innate Infinite Blades is interesting, but Omamori is, I would call it like, it's going to save us 150 gold to buy it. And also, we'll never have to deal with curses. So let's start there. And then we think, do we really want an Infinite Blade? I think the answer is yes. Everything else, probably unnecessary. Maybe we look at like a skill potion as an option, but I'm going to go straight into this next elite fight for sure. I think we got everything we need here. Alright, so preferably, we would like to kill these guys. One way to do it is right there. We need 5 blocks, so we'll probably play a backflip. Man, I want to play caltrops. Oh well. Still a decent start. And we get this Shiv every turn, which really the only reason that exists is as an opportunity for us to get Shuriken much more easily than we otherwise would be able to. Very close to not being able to kill that guy. Lucky us. You have the misfortune of getting 3 strength and a bunch of weakness, which is fantastic for me. 6, 9, 9, 9, and 6. So you're dead. You know, let's do this instead. We could still kill you. Good, we're going to remove the curse. Yeah, we should still kill you. Got an extra strength out of it as well. Rarely, like even on runs where we're strong, rarely do we feel this confident. Okay, I will leave in 6 minutes, which is acceptable. And then I will put up Lonely Trout Man. And you can dump your sour pleases in chat, if you please. I know it's not chat, it's the comments. Look, I'm no happier about it than you are, okay? 12 block. 12 block will do a lot for us. And then we can do 8, let's say, what does this do? 11. Okay, so we'll wipe you. Then we'll calculate a gamble, hope for more attacks. Caltrops necessary. We want more attacks. I mean, we don't need to heal, so let's... I mean, the draw discard does not matter. But we'll dump Bite. This will make you slightly stronger, but also you will definitely die to caltrops. And this guy, if he ever attacks, he's just done for. I mean, he's attacking right now. I guess we got to put our money where our mouth is. 21. He's doing 33. I mean, let's leg sweep. Just to keep him at bay for more turns if he continues to attack. Then we'll go hya, hya, hya. So far, so good. Might kill him next turn. I mean, getting 6 strength up is entirely because of the shivs, but I like it. I think we got him. Like, I don't even feel compelled to do the math on this one. This is an extremely good fight right now. Vyra for free strength. Sure, I will take another blur. I think we should check. There's a chance we might be able to afford something. And do after image, absolutely. I know it's too many powers, and if we fight the awakened one, we're not going to be happy. But I wanted both of these, and now we got them. So next, we're going to go adrenaline. Giving us 1 extra energy is worth an unbelievable amount. I'm actually glad it's combat. Kind of a weak play there, but I'm glad it's combat because I didn't want a question mark that we were just going to decline. But I did want a question mark that gave us a relic. We're not going to get that, but still. Okay. I will be back in just a second. Give me a moment. Alt tabbing. YouTube. Audio. Library. Enjoy. It might be super loud. Lonely Trout Man. Enjoy yourself. It's playing. my god, it was so loud. I'm so sorry. Not my finest moment. Anyway. We'll see if we can get that in post. Your boy's back. Hello, Tomo. Hello, Ruka. Whew, 6 damage. Okay, we're getting back. We got a good run. We got after image. We got full HP. Realistically, we don't need a block. We need draw. Hitcha, hitcha, hitcha. Strength gain. Calculated gamble. Hitcha. And a doubled up blur. Okay. Dude, I don't want to jinx it. I think we've, like, accidentally hit the mother lode of silent decks. He's dead. Yeah, absolutely. The whole time I was gone, I was just thinking about this deck. I was thinking about how much fun I was going to have with this deck. What do you mean, you're loot? We're taking no damage on historically difficult fights. None of those cards interest me. We're going in with full HP to our boss fight. Malaise Plus is pretty good. Calculated gamble? I mean, I guess, yeah. Why not, right? The fact that we were able to do all this while keeping Ring of the Snake is super nice, because it means that, you know, despite having a lot of innate cards, we're still drawing gas, like, every turn. If you're not familiar with card game parlance, gas is a good thing. Only thing wrong with turn 1. We got to play all 3 powers. We did not get Shuriken. Could be worse. So, let's see if we can get some ornamental fan action. Where are we at? You are doing 32 damage. We can get another 24 block. I actually think we can get out of this without taking damage. This deck is too good. I don't know who beats us. Like, what enemy actually manages to stop us on this run? I'm not trying to be, like, unnecessarily, you know, overconfident. It's more just like, I don't see what boss takes this run down. At least as of right now. I actually, you know, this is a little bit overconfident, but we don't even really have to worry that much about what we play. Like, we're actually just able to... Well, it doesn't really matter what we play here. We're actually able to just easily... I mean, the turns play themselves. We just play defends until we have enough defend, and then we play whatever our attacks are, and, like, we're stomping. You're alive, which is actually a little annoying. Now we gotcha. Something like that. Something like that. Roll over the blur for a ridiculous amount of block next turn. Yeah, dude. Actually, absolutely nothing to worry about. Even get some more block. I don't want this run to end. That's where I'm at right now. Like, I'm so happy with where it's at. 2 turntables and a microphone, etc., etc. I just don't want it to be over. And I've never felt that way about a... Well, I haven't felt that way about a silent deck for a long time. Maybe not never, but not for a long time. And the best part about it is, at least as of right now, like, it's only getting better. At least on this fight. That could change at some point, but it's only getting better for now. Because, like, the enemies that we're fighting don't seem to get much stronger, at least not yet. And in the interim period, we're getting drastically stronger. Doesn't really matter what we play, I guess. Due to Shuriken and, you know, other assorted benefits, I guess. We need some block here. And ask and ye shall receive. Still taking no damage. Even on a turn where he's got 12 strength up, we're taking no damage. It's not our fastest fight against this guy that we've ever had. But so what? That was real good, dude. Okay. In Venom, there's a case. Yeah, you know, let's do it. And this is actually exactly what I wanted. I mean, or we could just take extra energy, but I think we tend to have enough energy. I think I'd rather have Ring of the Serpent. We draw one less card turn 1, which is bad, but one more card on every subsequent turn. And, we can choose here, but I want to at least get to this point. We might want to fight 2 elites. This is where, like, my philosophy starts to fall apart. Because I don't know. Like, what do you think is better? I think we'll do it like this, unfortunately. Do you think it's better to fight less elites because a win is likely to happen? Or do you think it's better to fight more elites while you're strong because you can get as many advantages as possible? I guess to some extent it kind of depends on your ability to judge in the first place whether a run is a victory or a loss. Say we got very lucky there. I mean, there's no way we're gonna lose against this guy. We might take some damage, but even then, like, that's something that if I can avoid it, I would rather not have to deal with, and so far hasn't really been too much of a problem in case it's not abundantly clear. And, like, realistically, yeah, a single neutralize kills him. I do want another Caltrops. I absolutely think that will work. I will try to get good face. You know, we could go for the 75 gold. It just seems less fun. We're gonna heal up from this, but why not go for it? Whenever you enter a question mark room, game 50 gold. I really doubt we're gonna make too much use of it, but I mean, we could pivot to this direction. The only thing is it forces us to fight 2 elites, so I'm not going to deviate for gold on a run that already looks so nice. But there is a temptation. Ah, fine, I'll do it. Nah, just kidding. Maybe. Anyway, don't say this too often, but Malay's actually, like, kind of a weirdly bad card right now. Not a bad card, I should say. Bad in the shell we're rolling it in. I don't want to make any enemies with a card I quite like. I think you just dump one of those. Might be unnecessarily cutesy, but didn't this fight used to have spikers on it at some point? This is why I wanted the other Caltrops, by the way. Realistically, there are turns where the Time Lord hits us 3 times. Honestly, do this. There are turns where the Time Lord hits us 3 times. He'll take 39 damage. It's like almost 10% of his HP. Dude, you guys aren't doing anything. You're just filling my deck with dazes without it actually providing you any benefit whatsoever. Oh, now you attack just in time. So yeah, I mean, it's always possible. We have had the occasional Slay the Spire run where we think everything is hunky-dory and then it all comes crashing down at the last possible moment. It could happen. I'm not going to say it can't happen. I do think we can deal with an upgraded Flechettes here. But right now it seems very, very, very good. So we always want to after image, follow it up with a backstab. Then we decide. And I think a blur is worth playing. Then I'm going to calculate a gamble. It didn't do what I wanted it to do from an HP standpoint, but we did get to the Ornamental Fan and Shuriken level. We took 9 damage. Not really that big of a deal. Okay. 9, 9, 10. So we have 28 damage. We can knock one out, but not one that's dealing any damage. But it does heal us, and it does provide more block. And we get Ornamental Fan out of it anyway, 17, so you're doing 20. So we take another 9 damage. Still not that bad. It's just, it's, I guess, shocking because it's the first time we've taken damage in a while. Think like this. And he's dead, dude. Now we want to play as many bites as possible while also not taking damage. And luckily, game seems like it's going to do us a great service there. We're probably... well, we're definitely not going to get to play 4 more bites. In fact, we got to play 0. Backstab I love as an enabler here. Here's my philosophy. I'm thinking of all the elites we have. Let's have some fun, shall we? Probably should not fight, and then fight an elite, and then rest, and then fight an elite, but... again, I think the idea here is let's have a good time. 16, 12. Just barely won't kill you. And we'll have, like, no block. So here's what we're going to do. Now it kills you. We want block, even though I also want to play the powers. We got exactly enough block, and enemies that hit us are taking 8 damage, which is where we want to be. I'm going to take a risk on this one. We did draw 1 more skill, so it did work out. The only question is, do we want to play flechettes? And I think the answer is heck no. Get enough block. Basically, we just played a dagger spray for free. No, we played it better than a dagger spray. We did 13 damage each, not 8. Now, 22 damage coming in. It's not bad, actually. Envenom is probably unnecessary, but I really like the idea of using poison against this guy. And I want to maximize our bite plays. Just so we can have a chance to heal back to full. This is no problem whatsoever. He probably will be dead next turn. We have a lot of burns in our deck. I would prefer to have, you know, somewhere in the vicinity of 0. No, this will work. Get him. Get him. Not dead. 30. Okay, we will Piercing Wail. We might as well Survivor as well. We don't have a blur to go along with it, but he's dead. All we need to do is play 1 bite against you. And it's probably going to require a blur setup, unfortunately. Maybe not. The reason we wanted to do that is now we're back at full HP. Basically, all we have to do against this guy now is block. Not quite that simple, but it is real close to being that simple. Now it's that simple. All we have to do is block. We'll be at full HP. And in contrast, if you don't want to block, and it seems, or if you don't want to attack, I should say, and it seems like that's the case, we could do things the unbelievably long way, and it's been working out relatively well so far. Wing Boots, I don't think is that relevant for me. But if I really suck against this elite, we can pivot to somewhere else on the field, I guess. By the way, allow me to say, very strong first turn. Considering the enemy that we're fighting, this went real well. Alright, 45 block. That's tough. Or is it? It still is. Really wanted to see like a neutralize or something. But in the whole scheme of things, we took 3 damage. That's not a big deal at all. And now we can go for broke. Like, you need caltrops out there for sure. You probably want to play prepared early and dump maybe your curse. He's not going to hit us as long as we play 2 more cards. What would we play for 2 more cards? Well, let's heal. And Malaise has a certain temptation, but let's get a flying knee just so we can maximize our strength gain for the future. He took 24 damage anyway. And now that footwork is out there, nothing will stop us. That was not a good flechettes, now that I think about it, for obvious reasons. And we did just about everything on this turn in the exact wrong order, but we also rolled over 43 block for the next turn, so we got to be doing something right. So this turn, we hit him hard. If we can. That's as hard as we can hit him. Well, he is still getting hit for 13 every time he hits us, and I think that's a big positive. Also a very uplifting name for a rapper. Big positive. 104 damage in 1 turn is a little unlikely. Stranger things have happened, though. We'd really need to draw... Well, we need to draw more gas than this. 24. Yeah, we'll block. I hate blocking. Even though that's the strength of this deck, it always just feels like it's a ripoff. Like I should just be crushing these enemies instead. But realistically, can't rely on that. We should just be very happy we're not taking any damage on this turn, even though we drew, you know, relatively weakly. Now, we need to do like 30-something damage to him. Now we need to do 28. Very plausible. Especially with Envenom. We got him. Well, I mean, I feel like I'm very well equipped to handle our next elite fight. I do think Blade Dance is an acceptable pickup. Keep in mind this is 4 block and 3 strength by itself. It's not good against the boss, but otherwise, I really, really like where we're headed here. After image, backstab, backstab. Well, I got a bold thought, and that thought is, what if we just played our hand? We're gonna take 12 damage turn 1. Not really alarming yet, at least. I think you do play in Venom. You love a neutralize. Prepared as well. What do you dump, though? Always, always, always want to get Ornamental Fan plus Shuriken if possible. Then 24. We're taking no damage. I didn't do the math. I should have done the math. I didn't do the math. Keep in mind we also spent an energy getting Envenom out there that turn. It's probably a little slower than we're used to, but... also absolutely getting the job done. Now we can start biting. And that's kind of like, you know, if we take damage on the front end of a fight, the bites are what gets us back by the end. Kind of hate it, but we continue to take no damage. 1 bite. This is a pretty bad turn for us. We will take damage again. We will, like, definitely take damage again. Now, so will they. We might have to rest instead of upgrading. Never mind, this is our second elite. We will get a chance to rest, but not for a little bit here. Have to play that. Have to play this. It's not that bad. Duvu Doll. Never gonna be worth anything for us. A second after image. I mean, it might be a little bit overkill, but I really like it. Singing Bowl, I'll call it. It's a little too late for it to be super useful, I think. Let's hit this shop. I think it's better than fighting 2 elites right now. So we already start with a backstab. Or we start with 2 backstabs, I should say. Flechettes is interesting, but I really like the idea of starting with a neutralize for a bunch of 0-cost stuff that drives value, stats, first turn. Like, I think that's where we want to be. So, after image? After image. Especially, we already have some expensive stuff on turn 1. It's a really strong first turn, I think. I keep forgetting, by the way, we have winged boots. $28. We still haven't really even used much of our energy yet. That's why you draw first. My bad. Yeah, we could use winged boots to maybe pick up some more value down the stretch. Why not? Even playing like, and we don't even have to do it, but playing a single blur means we're not going to take any damage. I'm going to hit you. I'm going to draw. Oh, and then I'm going to just go buck wild. It's one of the rare fights where we've thought, like, we don't even need caltrops. Mind you, didn't really accomplish much with the rest of our time there, but this Venomancer, whatever it's called, is dead anyway. Sorry, I referenced Dota. It's my mistake. Didn't mean to bring up a hard time in people's lives. Dude, at this point, let's meme it up. There's some more caltrops for you. So usually, I mean, we might as well do something. Whetstone is fine. We don't have... The only thing we have that exhausts are shivs, and we would actually rather that they exhausted. Take a vulnerability potion. I don't think we need anything else here. I don't really want to fight an elite. Let's use winged boots just because we can. That's a terrible decision. I hate this guy. So we're going to get debuffed to the extreme here. Ah, we can't be weakened, though. You're doing 3 damage. I just feel bad for you. If we die against the Time Lord, I might actually cry. Because we have taken almost no damage for so long. It just feels like it's unfair for us to lose. Which, I get might be the whiniest thing I've ever said in my life. But, like, it's been a great run. And I don't think we are to thank, necessarily. And by we, I mean me. I don't think I'm to thank, necessarily. I think, you know, the deck just, it came together, and it came together real quickly as well. Mostly due to the caltrops. Like, I'm starting to realize maybe caltrops is the greatest card in the silent deck, and I've just never realized it before. Or maybe, a better way to think about it, is that the powers in the silent deck are just unbelievably good. And I've been, you know, looking down on them for all the wrong reasons. You are dead, my man. Nah. A choke is interesting, but unnecessary. Alright. It's finally time, I think, to upgrade Malaise. First turn is all set up. After image, very important. After image, very important. Neutralize has to be played. I think you do still play Infinite Blades, but maybe we start with draw. Oh, we'd rather have caltrops. 1000%. So we're taking 9 damage, but we got a lot of setup done. We need the other caltrops. You only get 4 more cards. So we get 3 more cards. I think we heal Flechette's Blur. We can't do that. We definitely want to play 3 cards. It's not possible. Unless we draw something that costs 0. Well, I still think you Flechette's Blur. And then the whole thinking here is, even if you only play 1 card next turn, at least you did roll over 23 block. I don't know why I said even if. It's clear we will only play 1 card next turn. So we're thinking 26 damage. My god. And he's doing 30. What do you do here? Well, Piercing Wail is unbelievably good. And that gives you the space to play in Venom. We're not going to take damage, so let's play Footwork, Blade Dance. Okay. He takes 54 damage. And he's doing 34 damage yet again. So Malaise is always tempting. We can't play 5 cards. Again, we're in that awkward spot. You have to do it like this, though. So you're rolling over 9 block. Please. He's doing 18 damage. We can get around that. Leg sweep him. I love it. Okay, that's lucky, but also perfect. So he's going to heal. This is a turn where you can set up. So, yes. Yes. And then I honestly think maybe you just save yourself 10 cards for the future. So you got more space to play around with. We could have gone through our deck and tried to get some more bites. As of right now, I'm glad we didn't. I think now we like the vulnerability. So let's go heal up as much as we can. Get that strength. I would like to end turn, not even calculated gamble. Give ourselves 5 cards with which to work with next turn. So that'll be 1 and 2 for certain. Seems like a good 3, 4. We get 1 more card. We have the Shiv, basically. We take 3 damage. That's nothing. He's doing 27. I'll tell you right off the bat, you start here. He's dead. He's dead when he hits us. Dude, it's just like the most solid silent run I've ever seen. It was almost never in doubt. We're on level 15 Ascension as everybody, and I'm feeling great for now. Thanks for watching. Sorry for the absence in the middle, but here we are. If you enjoyed the episode, click the like button. That was a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. And follow me on Twitch to be notified when I go live in the future. Twitch.tv/Northernlion. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. See ya.